Hey guys, this is Waste Wonder and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be discussing a topic that, has been around for a while and stuff. And it's not, okay. So, this video is, completely unscripted and stuff. I just wanted to have a little discussion. And the thing I want to talk about is my opinion on this whole console versus PC master race stuff, whatever you want to call it, the console wars or whatever. I want to discuss about my opinion on it, so it's not going to be any facts or anything. But yeah, so let's get into it. So the first thing, okay, so with PCs, there are way more advantages to them than with consoles, for example. But there are a few better things about consoles, and there are a few. Don't hate on me if you're a PC gamer for saying that, but I mean, I play on PC. This is that's footage from a PC. But yeah. So what you're obviously with PCs. Basically, everyone knows this. Even if you're even if you're playing console, you're gonna know this. PCs are way more powerful. Well, most are, a majority are more powerful. I mean, you get the odd £200 build or something. So that might not be as powerful as a PS4 Pro or an Xbox One X or something, but there are, the Xbox One X has raised the bar a lot, but there are quite a lot of, the majority of PCs will be more powerful, and even if they're not, they still have the benefits of, you can use them for anything. So video editing, for example, you can use them to develop games if you want to, you can use them to browse the web, do other things like watch videos, you can do a lot of things with PCs. So that's one of the best things about PC in my opinion, because I can you play in a game 1 minute, then just click off of it, go into Google, watch some YouTube videos, and go back on a different game without having to get up and change the disc and wait for the slow loading screens of YouTube to load up on the Xbox and stuff like that. So yeah, that's obviously one of the benefits. But let's get back to what I was talking about with the graphics and stuff. So you get a lot more options on PC as well when it comes to graphics. So you get you get everything basically. So if I went through a list I was about to, then I was gonna be there for quite a while, because I mean, on consoles you really only get the gamma settings, and sometimes you get some other things, but that's all I really ever notice is the gamma, because there's no point in changing it. You can't really change you can't really change the graphics of something that's fixed, because it's fixed, so there's not going to be any point in changing the graphics, because you're just going to get worse performance. So yeah, there's way more options on PC, so if I want to, I can get better FPS on a game, or I can just get better graphics on the game. I mean, I normally aim for 60 FPS, so I'll lower the graphics a little bit if I need to get 60 FPS. As you can see, I'm getting 60 FPS in this, or just a little bit over, but I prefer it to just stay around 60, because that's the refresh rate of my monitor. But yeah, the graphics are way more, you can expand them a lot, so I mean, they're more powerful, yes, but it's also, I probably prefer the fact that you can choose what you want, but to the fact that they're more powerful, because, well, I just like being able to choose what I want rather than being stuck. For example, when in Fallout 4 on my Xbox, I modded it like crazy. I built this huge town using the settlement thing. Then I used mods to get spawning 50 settlers in it to make it feel like a little a living town. It didn't work out. There was hundreds of I accidentally spawned in more than I wanted to. So I ended up with loads of them, and the frame rate was around 4 or 5 FPS around that area, so it was bad. But I could, on PC I could just lower the graphics so that I can actually run it and get rid of the settlers. But on Xbox I was just stuck trying to kill off the settlers at the same time. But I also had the problem that I put in so many Securitrons and stuff that I couldn't really do anything. So yeah, but yeah, so after the graphics, we also have the fact that you can, well, you can choose everything, you can choose how you want to do stuff. I've already gone over that. But we also have the fact that you can choose how much you want to spend on it. And like, if you want to spend like £200, £600, £1,000, 1,500, 2,500. I mean, you could go up to like 10k if you want. Like, and then you've got the peripherals to buy as well, so you can go crazy with them as well. I mean, you could go whatever you want. You can go really high end, you can go really budget, or you can go really just kind of middle, average. So I went for the more average one because I don't really care too much. I mean, I don't care really about getting like the 4K because, well, it's just really a bigger screen, to be honest. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's more pixels, but I'm not too bothered about it. I prefer a little bit more FPS and it looks good. So yeah, also in games you have more options on PC. Like in Grand Theft Auto, I can turn on all these features, which I do think are now in the console versions, the director mode, but it wasn't there to start with. But it was on PC, so it's pretty good. Yeah. So options and everything. But yeah, I'm struggling to think of what else. I can't just think of it. Oh, customizability. So now I'm gonna talk about how customizable it is on PC. You can literally, like, if you want to upgrade just one thing on your, say you're running low on storage, you can upgrade to a 2TB hard drive or SSD if you want, and just quite happily do that without having to worry. Or you can upgrade the graphics card, you can upgrade the CPU, depending on what you need to upgrade. You can upgrade it if you want to, you can upgrade it when something's broken. If on for the Xbox, for example, if say the CPU on the Xbox broke, that's it dead basically. You need to buy a new one, which is another, like, well, depends on what model you buy, like up to like another like £200 or so, depending on what model it gets. But yeah, it's very customizable. You can also add in cool things like lights into the case, which, I mean, sticking lights in an Xbox wouldn't exactly work out, mainly because they'd boil alive. My Xbox, I nicknamed my Xbox the oven because it's literally like I could cook something on it, it gets so warm. Then my PC I just nicknamed the freezer because you can literally keep something cool in it because of all the fans in it. They're all like, 6 fans in my PC I think, between everything. So yeah, you could keep something cool in there. Also, like, everything's so much quieter on PCs. Like, my Xbox sounds like a jet engine. It's just like, it sounds like you're just chilling on the runway, it's just like starting up. And then like the PC, I was just like, I'm not sure it's working. When I got it, I was like, I'm not sure it's working. It's not making any noises. Then I was like, well, that's the PC for you. So yeah, that was great. Like, my first impressions were great. So yeah, like, the customizability is incredible. And like the graphics and everything, so yeah. And something else to do with the customizability is you can use whatever peripherals you like. You can, like, I could plug in my Xbox remote if I wanted to into my PC and play it. I mean, you can split screen on your PC. With Steam Big Picture mode, you can like hook up your PC in the living room or something and have it like a huge 90-inch TV if you've got a 90-inch TV. Whatever you want. So yeah, that's great customizability. For example, if my keyboard broke or something, well, it won't because I just got a new one, but if it broke, I could just use my Xbox remote for a while until I got a new one. Also, with the keyboards, you can like buy a better one for it to be faster and more accurate, with like the latency and stuff, and the like yeah. So, and the response time and all that. Actually, that's the monitor that does that, but yeah. So you can like choose what you want, and yeah, that customizability is incredible on PC. And also, I'm not going to cover everything about PC on it because there's quite a few things. But the last thing I'm going to mention is there's a lot more games on PC than there are on Xbox. Yes, there are probably a few more AAA games on Xbox and PC. I mean, we get most of them over here on PC thanks to Microsoft liking the PC because, well, it's Windows. So yeah, we get loads of the games over here. So yeah, it's only really the Sony exclusives that you don't get on PC. So we have all of the console games combined, well, most of them combined, and we've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds or thousands of other ones as well that you can't get on console because, well, you can't, because it's so much easier to publish games on PC. You basically just need to like make a page, like you can make a web page where you can download it from, or you could upload it to like a client like GOG or Steam or something. So you could do that. It's so much easier than going through like all the Xbox tests and stuff to make sure it can go on their store page. Because I mean, that's just a hassle. So yeah, you get you get thousands of more indie games on PC. So if you're into indie, PC's definitely gonna be where you want to go. You also get quite a few more AAA games as well, because even AAA games like with stunning graphics and great stories and everything can't go on console because they just don't want, they either don't want to or they just can't because it's so awkward to get on console. So yeah, that's the final thing I wanted to say about PC because I'm not going to bother saying everything. But there are the other thing. Now I'm going to get onto the side of consoles and what else there is to do with consoles that's good. So I do find consoles are a little easier. I know you get like pre-builts and stuff for PCs and you could just basically plug and play, but I do think consoles a little easier to set up, especially the first time. Like, a lot of people will probably agree with me on that, because, well, yeah, you just kind of, I mean, sure, you got like updates and stuff to download, but like, you might have to download Windows or something on a computer, and like, you will have to well, games, it's the same. You don't just sadly, you can't just do the old thing of the older consoles, and you can't just quickly put in a disc, which is really annoying. So that's definitely a not so positive point about consoles, how you can't, like, why buy a disc if you're just gonna have to download it again? Like, it's just pointless. So that's why I've got quite a few of my games anyway on digital now. So, well, yeah, because also I do like buying discs for them. I know you can get discs for PC, but they're so much harder to get because you've got to have a disc drive and stuff. So I prefer getting digital on PC, but I mean you can get discs on PC, but it's just a small thing. I quite like getting discs because you get the cover art. I've got like this cool display for all my discs. I like put them facing forward so you can see the covers of them. Of my favourite ones anyway, I put them forward. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That's just a small thing. Like, that's just a small thing I happen to like, is the fact that discs, you can more get discs, and you can also resell them. Even if you're gonna go to game and they're only gonna give you like 20 pence for the game, you can still sell them. Like when I tried to sell The Division for at CEX, and they literally said I could get maybe like, I don't know, like 34 pence for The Division Gold Edition, which is such a horrible game, by the way. Don't buy it if you want to. Unless you want to do like a horrible game review or something, don't buy it, because it's just a mess. It's like a hot pile of garbage. Like, seriously, that game's horrible. Because why are enemies bullet sponges? They're people. They're not sponges that can just take 1,000 hits and not die. Which is why I really hate the Division, but don't rage at me for that. So yeah, that's just a small thing. But also with consoles, well yeah, I've mentioned a few things. They are a bit easier to, like, you don't need to set a big picture or anything, so you can just, it is a bit easier to just sit down, relax, and play them. I know you can do that on PC, I've already said that, but it's a bit easier to do it on consoles. So, yeah, that's about my pros with console. Also, they're a bit cheaper. I know they're worse performance, but they can sometimes be an easier option if you're, like, not going to be, they're probably the easier option if you're not going to be gaming for much. So you're just not that hardcore a gamer and you're just playing 1 or 2 games every so often when you have some spare time. Then a console's probably going to be a better option because you're not too bothered about graphics and anything if you're not that hardcore a gamer. So yeah, that's my pros for the console, and in my opinion definitely the PCs are way better because I have just had so much more enjoyment out of them, even though I've not got really any friends on it because all my friends are on console. I still have found quite a lot of enjoyment in them, and it's because, well, I like it looking better for one. But yeah, in my opinion, PCs are better. That's not a fact or anything. It's just my opinion. I mean, it's kind of a fact that PCs are going to be way more powerful. But it's your opinion if you want to buy. It's your choice. But yeah, I would say go for PC because if you're hardcore, if you're more hardcore, but if you're just wanting an easier way to play games, then maybe go with consoles. And finally, I want to say my opinion on this whole war thing. Like, so let's just get straight into explaining this. I find it a little, like, I don't really like the people who are going around saying, like, oh, you're like you really, like, why are you doing this on console? Because, you know, you could get a much better experience on PC, which is true. But you don't need to go and, like, rub it in people's faces. They know that. Like, if you're, like, one of the people who goes into every video and comments, like, why are you going console? And, like, it's their choice. Unless they're one of those really annoying people who are like, yes, it's cinematic. Then, yeah, like, then you really need to learn some stuff. But, yeah, you definitely want to, you'd just don't. It's just annoying because I really hated those people when I was on console, and I was like, it kind of turned me into a PC hater until I got a PC, and then I was like, yes, this is great. But yeah, I just really it's just annoying for, like, I just find it annoying because, like, people are always like having wars in comment sections. Also, the people who are so dumb and think like 30 FPS is cinematic, like, just go and Google and learn something, please. Just do a little, just watch like one YouTube video, just like one, and you'll discover why it's so much better on PC. But yeah, I mean, if you want to play on console because it's easier or anything, it's your opinion. In my opinion, PCs are better, but I also do like consoles because of the reasons I've said. Also, I've got a lot of friends on consoles, so yeah, it's really your opinion on what you want to buy. So just, listen to people if they're trying to tell you something and you're like not listening. But if someone's someone's telling you not to buy a console because, well, you should ascend to the PC Master Race, just do what you want to, because it's really your opinion on if you're not too bothered about the graphics and the customizability and everything, then just like go with consoles. It's really your choice. I mean, it's your money, it's not those people's money, so really you should buy it. You buy whatever you want because it's your money. So I would suggest that if you're more hardcore, go with PC. But yeah, that's been my video on my opinion on this whole console war thing. I hope you have enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like, and I'll see you in the next video.